everybody, it's Lily, and today I'm trying gouache paints. So my friend gave me these paints a little while back, and I just never really got around to using them. And so I am missing one color in here. I'm missing the black, but I don't think it's gonna be too big of a deal. Yeah, gouache is used for a lot of design work, and it is good to make very flat, nice areas of color. And so I'm pretty excited to do some sort of little drawing design. I've got yellow, red, blue, and green, and then white. So first I'm going to make some swatches, and I'm going to mix these and see what kind of colors I can get from these tubes of gouache. That is super nice and bright. Yeah, these are interesting. I don't know exactly what makes them different than watercolors. People call them opaque watercolors. And yeah, they feel kind of like watercolors, but they also don't, so I don't know. Make what you will of that. Then the green. So now I'm going to be making some secondary colors. That is like the prettiest orange I've ever seen in my life. Here's a purple. I am enjoying that. That's so pretty. I like these. These gouaches are very nice. So this is the green from the tube, and I also want to make a green out of these yellow and the blue tube paints to see why they included a green and didn't just let me make my own. So this is the mixture, and honestly, it looks pretty much the same as the tube, so that's weird. Interesting for them to give me an entirely different green when like mixing those two colors creates the same green, pretty much. Okay, so I'm going to do adding the white down here. Oh my gosh, that pink. I love that. That is so pretty. That really pretty, like kind of creamsicle color. More pale yellow. Oh my gosh, this purple is gorgeous. I love that. Ooh, that's a pretty lilac. A light blue. This kind of teal color. Oh my gosh, these pastels are like inspiring me. I might have to do a pastel scene with them. This is like a mint green, that the green that I mixed using the gouaches. There it is. But with white in it, it's a totally different shade, so that's interesting. So today I want to use these beautiful colors, probably not all of them, but a nice arrangement of these colors. I want to make a pretty background because I'm trying to work on backgrounds. And yeah, so let's move on to the drawing. Okay, so first I want to have a border on this drawing. So I'm going to measure I'm gonna measure a 1/2 inch all the way around, and then I'm gonna tape it off. Now I need to draw something. I've been inspired by a lot of houses I've seen on Pinterest recently that look kind of cottagey and magical. So I was thinking I want to do a drawing of a house and maybe with some magical elements to it. I'm gonna get drawing. I'm gonna find some reference photos and make a little sketch, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I did some sketching, and this is what I came up with. It is a little cottage, and then some clouds and trees and some bushes and some plants and stuff. And I just really want to focus on making the colors harmonious and to make the background look interesting and detailed. And now I'm going to translate it to be bigger for the actual drawing. House steps going up to the door, and then door like this, and some bushes in front of the house, some more bushes kind of behind the house, and then there's some more house here. It goes like this. I'm not too concerned about pencil lines showing up because the gouache is pretty opaque, and so it will cover up the pencil lines, I think. One of those cool stone archways around here, roof part. And it has, I'm gonna make this bigger. And a window. I want it to have some shutters. There's another roof part here. I knew something was looking off, and it was the top of the roof. It was just too long. So over here is significantly shorter. So this kind of a window here. What else? There's a pretty good size window over here. Another window over here. Personally, I kind of don't like that having that weird swoop, so I'm going to change that. And then there's going to be the house inside there. I mean, then there's going to be the door inside there. We're going to have a sconce here, some stonework on the chimney, and then I'll do kind of a roof texture. Trees and stuff, I want to make the trees really stylized. So stylized trees like this, some pretty mountains in the background, and some fluffy swirly clouds, some more trees behind the house, maybe some bushes lining the path. That looks pretty alright. I think I might trace this and then start painting so I have a copy of this in case the paint like covers it up and I need to refer back to this copy. Gotta say, this paint has kind of a weird smell to it that I'm like confused by. Okay, I made sort of a periwinkle color that I think is very lovely, so I'm going to coat the sky in it. I could probably make that a tad bit lighter. Ooh, this is so different from what I'm used to, because I'm used to watercolor and gouache feels like almost entirely different. I mean, it is a different medium. A little bit of a pink got in there somehow. I ran out of paint, so that's awkward. This is looking, it'll look fine. So far, this is way more difficult than I was expecting. Oh, and the extra water just looks bad. Okay, that's a more consistent wash. Also, these paints dry way darker than when you apply them. Okay, I have a more interesting color for the grass, I think. So I added some more red into the green to make the path color, and I think it is working out. Also, I kind of realized this path kind of just expands a lot, but whatever, it'll be okay. Okay, now I'm going to try to do the mountains in the background. Oof. This is turning out way different than I was anticipating. Okay, so it's all dry now. I'm going to lay this back over, and I'm going to do a transfer. So first I'm going to take a light pastel and rub the back of this tracing paper with it so I can do an image transfer. I just want the house sketch down right now. Oh god, this is showing up. Kind of really difficult to see it, but I suppose I just need the general idea. Because I'm going to be going layer by layer, I probably just need the basic outline of the house right now, which is like this. I'm going to add some color onto this house. I don't even know what color I want it to be. Okay, so I'm thinking sort of peachy tones. The weirdest smelling gouache in the entire world. Okay, so I want the sides of this house to be this tan kind of a color. I want the roof to be more of a brown, I guess. I'm just trying to be very careful. Very careful. I'm just hoping the bushes that I add will just block out all the mistake areas and trees, yeah. I just can't get over that. It's so weird how much the gouache just like gets darker. I mean, yeah, that's so bizarre to me. And a little bit here. I don't know why I just like avoided doing the rest of this part, but now it's better. All right, I'm gonna try this color for the roof. It's very similar in tone. Going to have to add more darker colors. That's a little better. Okay, yeah, let's just go with that color. Should be using a smaller brush for this, but I'm just gonna live dangerously and use this same size brush. So I went ahead and finished up that roof. Okay, so I want the trees to kind of be different colors. I'm going to have one here one here. There's gonna be another one here. We're gonna have a nice tall one back here. I'm going to do more of a dark blue-green one, a more yellow-green one here, and I have a fleck of red in there, and I don't want that. Interesting bulbous shapes. That's what I'm trying to go for with the trees. It's really reflecting some of the light, so might be kind of tricky to see. But you'll probably be able to see it better when it's all dry. Some of these bushes are going to be this dark blue color. It's taking a little while, but I think I'm starting to get into this painting. I'm starting to see it come together, I think. Another one back here. This adds some really nice depth. Having the colors get lighter as they go back into the distance. That is called atmospheric perspective. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's gonna work. This is a learning process, and it's good to try new things. I'm trying to add some kind of grassy textures. Okay, so I realized that I forgot to paint this tree over here, so I'm gonna get on that. And I wanted to do some flowers over here, but I just don't know if it's feasible. I don't think my gouache skills are good enough for that yet, but you know, we'll just see what happens. These fine details are, I have to super concentrate because if I mess up, I'm gonna have to try to mix that purple again, and I don't know if I could do that. Oh, this is going to take forever. It's like I can't even see it when I'm putting it down. I only see it after it's dry. It's barely even showing up, but you know what? Maybe it's just adding some texture that it needed. A sconce here. Okay. Then we're gonna have that sconce in the middle, and I'm planning on making the lighting look very glowy in this. I think that could look cool. So I kind of wanted to have these coming out in kind of a radial design, because I think that could look nice with the circular window. Trying to make this look like tiny little stones surrounding the doorway, because I really like that look. Yeah, just really trying to make this look cottagey. Okay, I gotta do a circle. You know, that's not half bad. So I'm pretty happy with how that one went. Window over here. There's just another thing over here. And so there's more roof. I'm mixed together a pretty nice light color for the windows to make them look like they're glowing on the inside. I know I probably should have done the purple after, but I needed to know where the windows were going to go in the first place. So I decided to do it before. That can be a trunk color. Why not? This is so fun though. I actually love doing all this detail and stuff. Maybe because I can tell that, like, I can think. Good job, Lily. I think that the extra attention to detail is very effective. Mossy brickwork at the edge of this. Still have to add the moon. I'm gonna do a little bit more detail work on the house. Man, it's so weird. When I'm mixing up the colors, they all can look so similar in the mixing tray. All right, now time for the bushes. I'm going to do some liney lines on them. I'm gonna start with the small ones in the back. All right, I'm really enjoying how this is turning out. This might be a little too much of this pattern, but I've committed to it, so I have to finish it, see this through. That's kind of fun. I think this part might be my least favorite. Just trying to dodge all these cobblestones is just kind of a pain. I feel like I'm losing 10 years off of my life doing this. So I thought I was done with this illustration, but I think I just need to add some more textures using colored pencils. And so I have all my Prismacolor colored pencils here, and I'm going to do some texture on the grass, maybe some little flowers. Got my favorite cream colored pencil here. Okay, so I'm not quite super sure with how I should do this, so I'm just gonna go for it. And I think I might throw another color in there to add some variation. And I think this is gonna help distract from the uneven ground a little bit, even though, I mean, the unevenness of the ground is not all that bad. Kind of adds a really nice texture, I think. But this is pumping it up to the next level. So, because everything else is starting to have texture, going to do some texture in these bushes. Yeah, I think this drawing just needed some more contrast, and this is really working out. Yeah, and the moon, I'm thinking of maybe doing like a little bit of a halo around the moon. I think that could look nice. Yep, okay. What to do about the mountains? Part of me says that I need to do like indication of like trees, but I don't know, maybe just some cross hatching. Yeah, the texture probably wasn't the best idea, but yeah, you gotta try new things sometimes. Yeah, I just need to stop while it's looking okay. Let's try peeling the tape off. So satisfying. Oh, something's going on there. I think some of the paint leaked underneath. Okay, so now we have to figure out what to do with that. All right, here's my white Posca pen. Ugh. That's what I wanted to avoid. Okay, so here's my final first completely gouache painting, and one of my, like, I think this is the first house I've ever drawn. Yeah, I've done like more close-up shots of houses, but this is the first full house I've ever drawn, so I think that it turned out pretty good. I am enjoying the textures that I added using colored pencil a lot. I think that combination is so good. I'm going to scan this in and put it up on my Instagram, which I changed the handle recently. Here's the new handle, and it's my first 3 letters of my first name, my first 3 letters of my last name, and then art. So yeah, go follow me on Instagram for more pretty pictures like this. Anyway, I just want to thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!